to my channel. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. So this week is Valentine's prep week, and so I was prepping all my crochet items for my store for Valentine's week. So it's all going to go into the store tomorrow. I'm super excited. I did my challenge for the week was to draw everything out of containers, and so I had to make no decisions. I make decisions so much on a daily basis. I just decided that I didn't want to sit for like 20 minutes and figure out which pattern I wanted to do or which one I didn't, so I put all of my patterns into a container and I was drawing them out, and I just did what I got, and it was actually just super a breeze. So I'm going to try and keep doing that. Sometimes I did 2 or 3 patterns a day, sometimes I only did 1, but I did make everything. There was only one pattern that I truly hated. There were ones I loved, there were ones that were super simple, there were ones that were so complicated, so we're going to go through them all. The one I hated, I didn't quite finish. It was a heart garland. I made all the hearts. I just didn't like the string, I didn't like how it looked, they didn't look like hearts anymore, so I gave up on that one. There's plenty of patterns out there. I could have found another pattern, but I think that the fact that I made 10 hearts already for one pattern, I just decided not to do anything. So what I've done instead is I've got little pocket hug cards being printed, and I will put the hearts on those and sell them as little pocket hugs. So I don't have any of the hearts to show you right now, but this isn't in any order. I did them each day, but it's just literally just a bag of plushies, which we will go through. This is my boba that I'm working on at the moment. I was hoping to have him done before I film this, but I got interrupted by a visitor just now, so I need to film this before my son comes home from daycare in an hour. So I just got to add his little face and his little bubbles down the bottom, and then he's done. This one is a replacement for one that sold last week. So I am trying to keep up with the stock that is selling in the store while adding new stock. So he's quite cute. He can start here. And this one here, this is a pattern that I am designing. Weirdly enough, it's meant to be a seal. It came out like a duck. I might make him a duck pattern and then I'll turn him into a seal. So I want the tail to come up a bit higher. I want him to be more boat shaped, and I think his sailor hat needs to be a bit bigger, and his beak, well, it's not meant to be a beak, his I don't know what it's called, is meant to come out a bit more, but I think once I've got the features on and I refine him a bit more, I will be doing a tester pattern haul for this. You can put up there. Okay, so first off, we have a giant chocolate dipped strawberry. When I made it, I thought it was going to be like this big, but it worked out super quickly. I actually really like the pattern, made it, yeah, I found it super easy. I will have the names and everything up here that I'm sure you can see right now, since I've already done it and you've seen it. So I don't know whether they'll sell. It's such a weird thing to think about, like buying a chocolate strawberry you can't eat, but they are cute. So I've got that one. Carefully six, we're going this way. Okay. And then based on that, I did 2 more. These were a free pattern. This one, I believe, was a paid pattern. So these are actually cuter. They've got eyes. I did little bits around the eye bits, and I think the ones with the faces are probably more likely to go, but we will see when that gets out there. So I did get a yarn haul this week, and so I managed to restock. So I finished my strawberry turtle that I started last week, and then I made a mini one. So we got 2 strawberry turtles. These ones sell really well. Last one I did, I put in and it was sold in a day, like the very next day. Here. Then I've got my strawberry cake. It's very strawberry themed, if you can tell. I think that's just a thing for Valentine's Day. This was a paid pattern. I got a little bit confused with the bottom and top rounds because it didn't seem that they would be flat. They sort of did end up being flat, but I've got a chunk at the back here, so it didn't quite work for me. And then I didn't like the strawberries that were on top of it, so I used the same strawberry pattern. It's a free strawberry pattern. I found it on Instagram and I used that, and it was a chocolate covered strawberry, but I just took the chocolate out and I just made it completely. So they are very cute strawberries. It was meant to have 3 on because their ones were smaller, but I think it looks quite cute with 2. So this one came in a bundle with a birthday cake, so that is on my list and it is in my thing to draw when I draw it. Okay. So the next one is this heart snail. This is a free pattern again, I believe. It worked up really well, but I don't like it and I'll never make one of these again because he doesn't sit right. Like, I would just want the turtle to sit correctly and I would feel like I'd have to put in something along here to make him, because he's kind of top heavy, so he just always falls forward and I just it just doesn't work. He doesn't even stay on in the middle. Maybe he's meant to look like that, but he always just looks like his head's like planted, so maybe. And I also got confused as to where to put the eyes, because normally when you're crocheting you put the eyes in from the magic ring, but this one doesn't, and I had to go look at the reference photo because they didn't have progress photos, so that was quite annoying, but I did figure it out from the main photo where to put the eyes and how it was going to go. The heart's cute. It's a cute idea. I think that if I was to do it again I would have to adapt it into my own type of thing to just make it a little bit more practical, so don't suggest this pattern. Next we have a sugar cookie. This was again a free pattern on Instagram. It's super cute. I love it. I would definitely be making a few more of these and having like a little display. I also know that there is a pattern out there for milk, and so milk and cookies, that's definitely going to be something that I'm excited to make. I have to buy the pattern. I know the pattern, it's in my shopping cart, but yeah, I think milk and cookies. I don't know if they're going to be huge for Valentine's Day, but I could so see a little girl or boy just wanting a cute sugar cookie. I would definitely be making the circle ones and all sorts of different shapes, but this one was a great free pattern and super quick and easy because you don't do 3 layers. What you do is you make the pink and then you add a round of the sugar cookie color, and then you make the back slightly smaller and then you crochet around it, so it's completely no sew, which I love. Hate sewing, and it just pulls it in and gives it this depth, and it's just actually just a super simple, was nice, easy one to whip up. So I'll definitely be making a few more of these. I've got a couple of weeks before Valentine's Day, so it's great to have done this. Next I did the free triceratops. Some of these are quite random for Valentine's Day. I tried to make them Valentine's Day themed though. So I did a red and black one. So as you can see, gosh, they've got fluff all over them. It's crazy. I will definitely be cleaning them before I package them up to go to the store. I only had big red and black fabric, wool, and I did decide to tack his wings down just because they're quite big compared to these ones, but I might actually take these ones down too because they're a bit floppy, but I suppose they need to be. But there's my little love bugs, free pattern on Instagram, very cool, easy to whip up, would be great for markets. So the next one is a hot chocolate mug. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. Again, I loved making him. I didn't know that I would love making like drinks and food items so much. I thought it was such a weird thing. I've been watching other people say that they really enjoy it, and I was like, oh, but nobody's gonna buy that. Like, I mean, you could go get your own hot chocolate mug. But actually, they're super adorable. And I just love the marshmallows. There is meant to be 6. I thought that was a bit too much. So I only did 4. But he's adorable. He's got a little handle. I can have a little hot chocolate drink. Don't know why all my plushies are male. Need to sort that out. Anyway, so he's there. Not really even see him. Move around the love bug. Okay, so then I did a coffee cozy for a coffee mug. It was quite simple. I used acrylic yarn. I don't really like using acrylic yarn, but it came out of my wish list bucket of patterns to make, so I made it. I might make a few more, but I don't think that non-plushie items will really go in my randomizer, whatever I want to call it, a little ball drawing thing. I will be filming it next week, well this week, I mean starting tomorrow on Monday. I'll start filming it so you guys can see how random it is, and I would love any suggestions on free patterns or paid patterns. One of the things I find is that I'm only choosing patterns that I personally like, and as we are such a diverse store at the mini golf course, like we get so many different people through. We've had biker gangs through, we've had muscle car groups through, we have mini golf enthusiasts. I should really find a mini golf pattern or design one actually, like a cute golf ball or something. That'd be quite cool. Oh, packages arrived. Exciting. So we do need to have a diverse amount, but I think that having just wearables or something, I just think I'd stick to plushies or hot chocolate bar. Okay, we can stay down there with the cake, coffee and cake. So I might make a couple of these just so they've got like a display, but in general, maybe not. So one that I got excited about was a free pattern, and it drew it out, and it was a dragon, and I kind of been dreading dragons. I have one upstairs that has been sitting there for a year, and it's like 8 pieces, and I've made 3 of them. I haven't even sewn them together. I just hate making all the pieces and then having to sew it. It's just so putting me off. So it's in my work in progress. I did make the 2 wings for it last week, so now I have 3 pieces. Maybe next week I'll make some legs. But so I saw this, it was a no-sew dragon. I was like, okay, I will try, and so I made this cute dragon. Oh my god, he was absolutely, I fell in love with making him. He took me, I think, about an hour and a half. It was hard to tell because I was getting up with my sons and dealing with a newborn and all that sort of stuff, so it was super hard to tell. However, I loved him so much that pink came, and then blue came. So I made 3 of these in about a day and a half. I love them. I will be making more of these, but I loved them so much. I was going to make a green and a purple, and then I realized, no, let's go see what else this lady does. I'll put them over here. I'll make a dinosaur dragon stack. No, they're not going to stack properly. Yeah, there we go, they'll stack better there. So she gave this baby dragon, it said baby dragon on it, for free. Just that, there we go, you can see them. And so I went and brought Mummy. So I started Mummy, and I've given him green eyes, and I've done his ears, and his ears are sewed on. This is a sewing dragon, not no sew. I thought it said no sew when I brought the pattern. It was about $9, so it's not unreasonable. So there is a few bits that I think I have to sew, but I did really like this, making these baby ones, and I have enjoyed how this pattern works up, so I will endeavour to get this one done. I just think it would be so cute to have the mummy with the 3 babies, and I might end up doing a purple and green dragon too. I think those will be super cute. So for these ones I actually did coloured eyes as well. For a lot of my plushies for the last year, I haven't been doing coloured or glittery eyes or anything. I've just stuck with the standard black, and they've sold well, but I do think they look a lot cuter with the coloured eyes. So all of them have matching coloured eyes, and these ones have glittery eyes too. Apart from all the little mini ones, they're just plain black. Just because they're going to sell for less, so I don't really want to give them the glittery eyes, or else you have to charge a little bit more for them. So then last night I was watching a crochet video by someone who I've forgotten, but I will tag, and she was going over her top 30 free plushie patterns. I can't say the word. And my partner was sitting with me having his pizza and his dinner, and he said, oh, you should make one of those, because I kept saying, oh, well, that one's on my list, or I don't want to make that one, or, you know, that's what you do when you've got 30 items in front of you. You're saying whether you want to make them or not. So one came up on the screen, and he's like, you should make that. And I was like, okay, well, it's a free pattern on Instagram. I went and found it, and it was like, it looked like a quick make, and it really was super quick. I hate it. I mean, like, it's not that I hate the pattern. The pattern itself, I suppose, was fine, but it's a Care Bear. And the main pink was all good, like, super simple. You are meant to make the ears and sew them on. I surface crocheted them. I'm not going to deal with tiny ears and whatever, so I adapted that. But then what you do is you make the belly, and then sew on the heart to the belly, and then you make that heart, and then you sew the heart to the belly, and then the belly to the thing. And I was just like, and now it looks like it sticks out so much. So if I was to do it again, although I don't think I do, because I don't think it looks like a Care Bear. My partner said it's cute. Someone might buy it, but I don't think I'd ever sell it as a Care Bear. And the heart doesn't actually look like a heart too much. But what I would do is I'd do a colour change so that the white was built into the bear, and then I might actually just sew a heart as opposed to crocheting it, embroidery. They did give you an option for a felt heart to glue on. Again, I think that's just too complicated. Just get out my sewing. I mean, I know I hate sewing, but it's more I hate sewing 2 pieces together because I get them crooked. And you can see that slightly with this turtle here. I had to sew the neck on, in a sense, and his eyes are crooked. And I keep going like this, and my partner's just like, oh, just pretend he's sleeping. That's it. So the eyes don't work. I just obviously can't sew straight. That's one of my downsides. So yeah, definitely recommend the dragons. Highly recommend them if you haven't done them before. Okay, well, so that's it from me this week. I know it was a short video. I just wanted to talk about my Valentine's Day prep. I will be doing some more prep again this week. Probably some more dragons, because I absolutely loved the pattern. It was actually easy to memorize and do it myself. I have a bunch more to draw out of my drawing thing, of my randomizer. Very cool. So hopefully that will come. I will be able to film some of that this week, get a few more reels out. I've just really enjoyed trying new things and forcing forcing myself to do it and just being like, whatever comes out, I'm gonna do. It was already on my list. Please send your recommendations. Please comment below what you think I should add to my list. I will put everything that you comment in the box, and when it comes out, I will do it. Who says it comes out next week? It could come out in a year. It will get done at some point, and I will give you my honest opinion on whether I would make it again. But all of this stuff will go in the store. Hopefully we'll sell at some point, and if not, I will take it to a market. My next market is possibly next weekend. Not sure at this stage, still trying to find a babysitter for my 2-year-old. Technically 19 months, I don't know, I just round up, probably bad of me. And if I can, then I'll be going to the market. If not, then I'll be going to the Easter market. So that's a while away, and I need to get my supplies up so that I can have both the store stocked, because there'll be people coming through the store. At the mini golf course, we get hundreds of people through on Easter, and so that I can also be at the market as well, and I don't have to take everything apart. So that's it from me. I will see you in my next video, and until then, stay crazy.